The first bit of work that Oceania did for us, and Joe came along and fixed up the spaghetti of pipe work that was under our kitchen sink. It was a real mess. There was an old water filter in there which was not connected. So he cleaned all of that up, tidied all of that up, and put a new kitchen sink tap in for us. Smooth, easy job. It was great. And, you know, we've never looked back since then. After he'd sorted out our kitchen chaos, we started on a renovation of our bathroom, which was a full-on renovation. You know, we walls off, the whole lot. So he helped us with that, quite a lot with that actually. That was, we relocated drainage in the floor, so he did that. Concrete cutting, relaying out where everything goes, roughed in the pipe work. Super neat job with that, really good job with that. I think probably one of the good bits of that for us really was his advice. You know, he came along and didn't just come in and chop pipes off and, you know, put new ones in. He actually talked to us about where things go, gave us some good suggestions about where things should go, and laid things out really well. And we're really happy with the result. It's been fantastic. Now the bathroom is finished. We've done a couple of other bits as well. We've done a powder room, so that's replace an old toilet in there and pull an old vanity out, so that's all been replaced and a new one plumbed in there. And we've done the laundry as well. So the laundry was an aging laundry tub replaced with a new one and piping all of that in for us. So yeah, we've done quite a few things. The next job a little bit further down the track in a few months is our ensuite, and Joe will be back to help us with that hopefully. Through our experience and through my experience, I actually introduced Joe to the company that I work for. And he's done a few jobs for us at work, some really good stuff. So we've done a installation of a whole new staff lunchroom area, so that was the plumbing associated with all of that. And as part of that re-layout, removal of an old toilet and bathroom area and capping all of that off. So him and his team came in and did a really good job with that. The company also actually own a couple of houses that we rent out to employees, and he's done a few jobs in those as well. Maintenance work. So we've had, you know, simple stuff like a leaking tap or a shower not working, but he's also we did a makeover of a downstairs laundry area to expand into an extra bathroom. So he did that, including a shower unit installation, a shower pod, removing and relocating the washing machine and where that went, and a new laundry tub. The guys in the house love it because it's given them, you know, one extra bathroom. You know, the confidence that we got from Oceania and from Joe, you know, he's the sort of person that you can trust what he says, even when it comes to pricing. In all honesty now, if we get him in to do a job, you know, it's probably a strange way of doing it, but we don't even get a quote. We just say, Joe, hey, we need this doing, because we know his prices are right. We know the quality of work is good. I think Joe is someone who gets the details right. You know, we saw that in our bathroom renovation. So, you know, even though pipe work gets hidden inside a wall, when you're doing a bathroom renovation, you see it all before that. And if you look at the neatness and quality of that, and just some of the little details, like as he was roughing in the pipe work, he would label everything and he would write on the wall, so you knew, you know, so the next trade that comes in knows what to expect. And I think it's that attention to detail that's really good. So in terms of reliability, when you're doing something like a bathroom renovation that we've done, we sort of project managed that ourselves. So we were juggling multiple trades, which is tricky. Julie, my wife, did all the project management work really, but in juggling those trades coming in and out, what's important is if you book in a trade to come, like Joe, and he says, I'll be here on, say, Wednesday between 10 o'clock and midday, he turns up. They come along, him or his team come along at the predetermined time. You know, we changed things around quite a bit during that process as well. So we'd book in a visit, and then it could be the following day or a couple of days later. If something else has not gone to plan, another trade, then we might have to shift it by a day or two. So we did that quite a bit, and always felt that was accommodated really well. For us, experience has shown that we can trust Joe. You know, he's done quite a few jobs for us, and I've seen in our workplace as well quite a few jobs that he's done there. And, you know, everything has gone as we expected. Generally, you would expect not everything to go to plan, and we did have a couple of things that he came back and fixed up. And the good thing about that is he did come back and fix them up because things had changed or things were not quite right. We found that to be a pretty smooth process. He's a calm guy. He'll come in, sit down, work through what the issues are, give us options, fix it up, job done. We had a PowerPoint lined up and ready to go in near to where the vanity unit was. And on looking at that, we were unsure, even though it was roughed in, we were unsure whether that was actually going to be too close to the sink for code compliance reasons. What Joe said to us is, look, if your electrician says that the vanity needs to move, just give me a call. We'll come back and move it. As it turned out, we were okay. It was all fine. It was in the right place. But it was his willingness to, if needed, come back and redo something that was already done. It was really sort of reassuring to get that. I think the fact that Joe's got multiple licenses is really useful, is really good. From our home point of view, that helped us with things like cutting out concrete, and relaying drainage and doing more than just, straightforward plumbing work. I think probably from the sort of industrial and workplace side of things, that is a real great thing to have because, in the workplace that I'm at, we've got gas, we've got compressed air, we've got water, we've got drainage, we've got sewerage, and knowing that he's got the ability to go across those various areas is really good. It means that one project can be sort of addressed by Oceania and not having to bring in multiple different people. I think what's been really good working with Oceania is, Joe's style. I think in a lot of ways I think I've probably already said he's quite a calm guy. He's thoughtful. He knows his stuff. He really does know his stuff. And if he thinks that you're asking him to do something that he thinks could be done in a different way, a little bit better, he will offer that up and offer, really good options. So it's not just a come in and do what you say. He'll come in and work with you. Yeah, in terms of pricing, I think the first time we used Joe, we were pleasantly surprised that, it was very, very fair pricing. It was, what we were expecting to pay and happy to pay. We've got to the point now where, we've used him for quite a few different things and, we'll just book him in to do the job and not even ask for a price up front. He's always willing to do that. We'll give you a quote and give you a clear understanding of what it's going to cost. But our experience is we know that his pricing is right. We know that, the quality of work and the quality of product supplied is on the mark. Yeah, we've found, when Joe and his team have been here, they've been very respectful of the home. Even to the point where when we were doing our bathroom renovation, we were also a few days away from ripping up all the floor tiles in the hallway. And Joe was in there concrete cutting, which is a wet and messy job. When he finished that job, he came out and mopped the floor. And I had to say to him, Joe, you do realise these tiles are all going in the skip in a week's time. But still, he was like, no, I'm not leaving it like that. I want to leave it clean. He takes care of your workplace, takes care of your home. I think, when recommending Oceania, the thing I would say is, firstly, Joe knows his stuff. He is a skilled tradesman who knows plumbing inside out. Secondly, you can trust him. His prices are going to be good, and that if you book him to come and do a job, he'll turn up and do it. And even if you just got that, that's a major achievement. But through all of that, he takes pride in his work. He does an excellent job, and he sort of addresses all the details as well.